Imagine being trapped in the most hostile place on Earth, watching your only way home being crushed by the ocean itself. In 1914, Ernest Shackleton and 27 men set out to cross Antarctica. They ended up fighting for their lives for 497 days. Their ship, the Endurance, became frozen in the pack ice of the Weddell Sea. For 10 months, they lived on a ship that was slowly being strangled. When the hull finally snapped like a toothpick, they were forced onto the shifting ice floes with nothing but 3 small lifeboats and a banjo for morale. They spent months living in tents on floating ice, drifting hundreds of miles from where they started. Temperatures dropped to minus 30 degrees. When the ice finally melted beneath their feet, they launched their tiny boats into the screaming 60s, the most violent waves on the planet. They reached a barren rock called Elephant Island, but no one was coming for them. Shackleton took a 20-foot boat and 5 men on a suicide mission. They sailed 800 miles across the Southern Ocean, navigated by nothing but a sextant and the stars, to reach a tiny whaling station on South Georgia Island. But they landed on the wrong side. Shackleton and 2 others had to climb 3,000-foot glaciers with no climbing gear, using screws driven into their boots. When they finally walked into the whaling station, they were unrecognizable, blackened by blubber smoke and salt. Shackleton immediately turned back to save his men. After 4 rescue attempts through the ice, he saw them on the beach. He counted 1, 10, 20, 28. Despite 2 years of starvation, freezing, and madness, every single man survived. This wasn't a failed expedition. It was the greatest survival story ever told.